Good evening, friends. We put a check in the mail this morning to the Gideons. Probably most of you know who the Gideons are. The Gideons International is the name of the ministry. They're the men, predominantly, who put the Bibles in motel and hotel rooms. They have donated millions, literally, of New Testaments to school children. I got one, Thelma and I got them in the 5th grade from the Gideons. I think Thelma still has hers. I may still have mine someplace. I think I do. And they donate Bibles or New Testaments and Psalms, typically. Maybe Proverbs are in there. Those little red pocket-sized testaments to the military. And as I've been reading through my dad's letters to and from his mother and other relatives, I read one. I couldn't find it today. I couldn't find that particular letter, but he was talking about that he'd been reading his Bible. He was in the Marine Corps. He was 17 when he went in, and a year later, there was a letter where he was going to church every Sunday there at the base in China, and reading his Bible. Probably one that was given to him when he entered the service from the Gideons. So I want to put in a plug for the Gideons here today, this evening. And like I said, we put a check in the mail to them to help out a little bit. We support several different ministries here and there, a little bit here, a little bit there. But one thing I want to talk about, up there I got my books. I've got He Loves Me by Wayne Jacobson. We've got Beloved by Francis Chan. And in back there, you can't see them, but I've got a stack of these life books from the Gideons. I got a case. They give these away. If you will distribute them, they will send you a case of 100 of these. I'm down to maybe a dozen or so. I've given a lot away. We got a case back when we were doing youth work at a church, and we gave them to a lot of the church folks. What this is the Gospel according to John, the Apostle John. But I forget what version it is. Doesn't matter. I think it's a modern version. What's it say here? Doesn't say. Anyway, doesn't really matter. It's a newer version, but it has notes, as if someone was reading it and made little notes in the margins and in the spare places, like little marginal notes from different people, comments, questions. So it makes it very interesting to read. And there's a big section of a note there on a blank page. It's the Gospel of John, which is an excellent place. If you have not read anything in the Bible, and that's probably where a lot of people are, the Gospel of John is a good place to start. It's in the New Testament: Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. So it's the 4th book in the New Testament, the Gospel according to John. John the Apostle, John the disciple, he was probably a teenager or something when Jesus recruited him. I don't hear the ticking, do you? Maybe my hearing aids. But anyway, if you would like one of these, I would send you one free of charge. Just message me your name and address, whatever. I will send one out to you. They're great little books, easy to read. It's not a huge book to read, and it'll get you started in Scripture. So, and if you like to, send a few dollars to the Gideons instead of sending it to me. I'll get another case. I'll get another case one of these days and send him another check. I maybe should have ordered another case right now, but anyway, it takes a while to get through 100 of them. I don't give that many away. I don't see that many people anymore. But anyway, that's my little plug today. There are a lot of worthwhile Christian ministries out there. Far East Broadcasting Company is another one that we've begun to support a little bit. They do radio ministry into China, Japan, Korea, North Korea. Have a good evening, folks.